Good morning, dear student. Today we will start second chapter, biological classification. First of all, the importance of biological classification. Arastu was the first to attempt a scientist basis of classification of living organisms. He used simple morphological character to classify plant into trees, shrub and herb. Animal into two groups, those which had red blood and those that did not. Two kingdom classifications that's based on different classifications. That classification is given by Carolus Linnaeus, included two kingdoms. Kingdoms Plantae include those organisms which are autotrophs, have cell wall, and do not move. And second kingdom Animalia include those organisms which are heterotrophs and holozoic in nutrition and are able to move. However, we can say that this system did not distinguish between prokaryotes and eukaryotes, unicellular and multicellular organisms, and photosynthesis, that means green algae, and non-photosynthesis fungi organisms. All large number of organisms did not fall into either categories. Later, the two kingdom classification was found inadequate with advancement in understanding of criteria of classification. A need of classification was also felt to include, beside the gross morphology and other characteristics like cell structure, nature of wall, mode of nutrition, habitat, method of reproduction, evolutionary relationship, etc. Classification system for living organisms have undergone several changes over time. Five kingdom classification that was given by R.H. Whittaker 1969 proposed this classification. These kingdoms were named as Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae and Animalia. These main criteria for classification used by him include cell structure, thallus organization, mode of reproduction and phylogenetic relationship. That is also includes six kingdom classification. It was given by Carl Huss, who has suggested separated kingdom from archaebacteria that are included in kingdom Monera in Whittaker five kingdom classification. Three domains classification, that means we all know three domains of life. According to this system of classification, all organisms are grouped into three domains. These are archaea, bacteria and eukarya, that means eubacteria. Archaea has a kingdom archaebacteria and bacteria has a kingdom eubacteria, and eukaryote has kingdom protista, mycota, plantae and animalia, that means given in this chart. Kingdom Monera. The kingdom Monera include prokaryotes organisms as like archaebacteria and eubacteria, cyanobacteria and mycoplasma. They occurs almost everywhere and some of them live in extreme habitat such as hot spring, desert, snow and deep ocean where very few other life forms can survive. Naturally, they have maybe photosynthetic autotrophs, chemosynthetic and autotrophs, are heterotrophs, saprophytes, parasites, or symbiont. Archaebacteria, they are special monorenes since they live in most extreme harsh habitat due to their special cell wall structure. Archaebacteria are categorized into three groups: halophils, that bacteria occurs in extreme salty areas, and thermoacidophils. These types of bacteria are found in hot spring, and methogens. These types of bacteria occurs in marshy area and guts of several ruminant animal as like cow and buffaloes are the responsible for the production of methane, that means biogas, from the dung of these animals. Eubacteria, that means true bacteria, they are mostly unicellular or maybe occur are colonies. They possess a rigid non-cellulosic cell wall made up of peptidoglycan. Based on their shape, eubacteria are grouped in four categories: coccus, sphericals, bacilli, rod-shaped, spirulum, spiral-shaped, and vibrio, comma-shaped. That's bacteria are given in this chart. There are different types. Thank you.